Hi my beautiful friends, how are you doing? It's Mimi here today, and today we're going to be talking about color analysis and how to determine what season you are. I've mentioned before that the best way to figure out and understand colors and what colors complement your skin tone and your complexion is definitely to get a color analysis done by a professional image consultant. I used to work as an image consultant and I used to do these all the time, and I can't stress enough how important it is to understand what colors work the best for you to complement your complexion. So why is it important to understand what season you are or what colors work for you? Well, the reason to that is that when you wear a certain color, it has to be in harmony with your whole complexion. When you wear your right wow colors or when you wear your right palette colors, your skin radiates, your teeth look whiter, your eyes just sparkle, bling bling. First of all, you feel amazing. You just feel in your own skin. When you don't wear your colors, your skin looks sort of blotchy. Every line on your skin kind of stands out more. Your teeth look more darker or like more yellow, and then you just don't feel right. For women, when we don't wear our colors, we actually feel the need to like pile on the makeup because something is off and like you just feel like you need more blush or more bronzer, just something to add the color. So when that happens to you, you already know you're not wearing your right colors. When you wear a certain color, people should not see the color, they should see you. So let's say you're wearing a yellow dress, and if it's the right yellow for your complexion, people will look at you and they'll tell you, oh, like you look great, like you look amazing. If you're wearing a color that's not in your color palette, so let's say it's too overpowering, people will say, wow, that's a beautiful yellow dress, but like they'll notice the dress more than they'll notice how you look. So the item of clothing will stand out too much. You never want the clothes to stand out too much because you want the focus to be on you, on your face, on your personality. So that's why colors are extremely important. And again, I'm so excited to finally share a few tips and hopefully help you to determine what works for you. Now, before we get into the color seasons, and there's four, there's 2 cool seasons and 2 warm seasons. Can you guess which ones are what? So the winter obviously is the cool season, and I'm winter. And then there's summer, which is also cool season, and then there's 2 warm seasons, which is spring and fall. Before we go into the seasons, we have to determine whether you're cool or warm. That's really easy. I'm gonna show you 3 little tests for you to determine that. You can be cool or warm, or you can also be neutral like myself. So you could be a bit of both. I mean, all of us are a bit of both, but you could be very balanced in both. Since I'm neutral, it's not gonna be so obvious on myself, so I had to ask Alex to help me with this. So he's gonna be our model today. So let's begin. Here's Alex, my husband.
Hey everyone.
Today Alex is going to be our model. I think he's the perfect example of a season. I'm not going to tell you what because I'm going to be showing you so you can see for yourself and you kind of can do the color analysis with me. Before I get into showing you the little 3 tests to determine whether Alex is cool or warm, because that's the first step, I want to just say, if you have a hard time understanding do you have a hard time understanding what's cool or warm?
I still don't get why summer is cool, because summer is warm.
No, but you're not thinking of seasons as they are in nature. You're thinking of actual natural scenes. Let's say for warm, you would think of a desert. So think of all the sandy browns, the dark green cactus, the sky that's more turquoise, you know what I mean? So try to think of like really warm sand and like the desert. And for cool tones, try to think of like the Arctic. So you have black and white penguins, and you have, the icy sky, and that turns into the midnight sky, right? So think of the scenes in nature that are cool or warm, and I think does that help you to kind of picture that?
A little bit, but summer to me is still like so warm.
But don't think of summer as in hot or warm. Think of summer as in colors. Right now we're going to be determining whether Alex is cool and warm. The best thing to do that is to decide whether gold or silver works for you. It's pretty easy, right? So if gold is warm, obviously, and silver is cool. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna drape cool and warm drapes around you.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you excited to see it? So the first test is gonna be the gold and silver drapes, and I'm just using my gold vest here. This is a warm gold. Well, gold is only warm. So I'm just gonna hold it here, and I want you to pay attention to Alex's skin. Pay attention to his eyes. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way. And pay attention to his teeth, okay? I'm gonna hold this here, and I'm gonna show you the difference with silver. Yeah, very stylish. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the silver. Now, Alex, try to look in the camera so they can see. Pay attention to what happens when I put the silver on him. look at his chin. Okay, pay attention to his chin. Did you see how it sort of like went up, like it almost shrunk? Now pay attention to his skin. See how blotchy his skin looks now? And I don't know if you can see the same amount of details we see in real life. Of course, camera washes out certain things. So when I put the silver on, he looks more glowing and rosy. And it's almost like, look at his eyes, like look at them. His eyes sparkle and his teeth look a lot lighter. Awesome? So, okay.
I love it.
So based on this test, we can determine that Alex is cool. That was number one.
Definitely cool.
Now the second way you can determine whether you're cool or warm is to look at your veins. If you look at your veins and they're blue, you're cool. You're most likely cool. Nothing's black and white, like I said. And if you look at your veins and they're green, you're most likely warm. Let's look at your veins. What color are they? Can you see?
Bluish, I guess.
They're bluish. I mean, it's not gonna be like blue, icy blue, or you know, midnight
green
blue.
too.
With mine, and that's something like I mentioned before, like I'm neutral, so mine sometimes look like in the morning they look more bluish. Later in the day they look more green, which is kind of cool because when you're neutral, you're able to pull up both gold and silver. Number 3 is look at your eyes. If you look at your eyes and you see a little bit of gray tones in the eyes, that's really easy to determine right away and see that you are cool. Like if I look at Alex's blue eyes, he's got beautiful blue eyes, but I can see that they're not greenish blue, they're more like grayish blue, so they have a bit of coolness to them. I think you can clearly see that, you know, they're more on the cooler side. Yeah, beautiful eyes, by the way.
Really? Thank you. I can't even see it.
So that's an easy way to determine whether you're cool or warm. Now, if your eyes are, you know, warm brown, hazel, greenish brown, if they're, you know, all those tones, then you're definitely warm. If your eyes are black, then you're definitely cool. So think of the tones. If your eyes are cooler, then you're cool. If your eyes are warm, you're warm. Now again, with me, it's very complicated because as you can see, my eye color is more warm. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm a mix of both, but there's ways to still determine and figure out what season you are.
I guess I just want to say for many of you that I think this is complicated, I know you have to get through this because I get it now and it helps me out. So like I know it's gonna...
It makes your life, you just have to kind of grasp the concept first and it can take you a little bit of time. Now that you know whether you're cool or warm, or if you're neutral like me, you can move on to figuring out what season works for you. So now let's look at your hair color. If your hair color is light, then you're part of the light seasons. And if your hair is deep, like mine for example, you know, my natural hair color is quite dark, it's dark brown. You know, don't look at the highlights because that's not natural. Now, if your hair is dark, then you're in the deep season. So both me and Alex are cool. By the way, I have this theory.
We're cool.
I have this theory that we might like each other because we're in the same season category.
Really?
We're both cool seasons. But Alex is a light cool and I'm a deep cool.
Opposites attract.
Now, listen to this. So if you're light cool, you're summer. If you're deep cool, you're winter. Back in the day when I was blonde, I used to be summer. So if your hair color changes and you color your hair color, you are gonna change your color seasons. I know it sounds complicated, especially for women, because we do change our hair color. Or as you get older and you get gray hair, if you choose to have all hair gray, then you could also switch the season. But let's stay on the topic of seasons right now. If you are warm and you have light hair color, then you are spring. If you have dark hair and you're warm by your coloring, then you are fall. I'm gonna put all this down below, including some celebrities that are in those season categories to make it easier for you. So like I've mentioned, summer is a cool, you know, color palette, and here I have swatches for Alex's seasonal colors. That's why I say go to an image consultant, because you'll see actual fabrics of colors that work for you. And what they should do is also give you a pamphlet when you're done with all the colors that work for you. So I used to be an image consultant, that's why I still have a lot of these at home. I'm gonna show you guys, this is Alex's blue. So this is a beautiful, cool summer blue color. I just love it on you. There is no fight between the color and, you know, Alex's face. It's very harmonious. What do you think, Alex? Do you like this on you?
I love it. I wish it wasn't like a, what do you call it, like a turtleneck?
I'm just gonna kind of tuck it in here. Now I'm gonna show you the difference of this cool summer blue, and I have a warm spring palette here. And we're gonna compare that to a spring blue. Some of you might love this color if you're spring. It actually doesn't look so bad because on the camera everything is a little washed out, and that's why it's harder.
The camera is so deceiving.
Yeah, the camera is deceiving, but as you can see, Alex looks more yellow with this color on. Look at that. Again, pay attention to his chin. This sort of elongates his skin, his chin, and his skin looks more patchy. And then when I take it up, it's just, there's a sort of a glow on your face. Another winter blue that works beautifully on me, you know, this is one of my favorite colors that I wear a lot, to a summer blue. You'll see the huge difference when we put it against Alex. See how the color is just so overpowering and just stands out. Like, you see the color first and then you see Alex. Do you see that?
I like the color.
I mean, again, you like it because it's still cool. I'm gonna go then to a warm, dark color, which is in the fall category. So you like it, like I love this color also, but if I put it on myself, and I can still pull it off because I'm wearing makeup, for guys it's a little different.
No makeup here.
Yeah, because this is a cool shade, it might still work for me, but it's not ideal because it's summer and I'm a winter. But for Alex, again, if I'm gonna compare the two one more time for you guys, you will see how this is just so much more natural and it just doesn't scream. It's just very balanced on Alex as opposed to, you know, this color. It still looks cool with his complexion, cool in a sense that it looks good, but it's still not as flattering as, let's say, this one, which is just more natural and balanced with his complexion. Now I'm gonna compare this blue to a fall blue, which is a warm, deep blue. Ta-da! Do you see how your skin just turned yellow? Guys, did you see that? This is incredible. Just look at your skin. And then when I take it off, just look what happens. His chin again just goes up, because when you're wearing the wrong color, it totally drags your face down. Makes it patchy, yellow, and then when we remove that, it's just beautiful glowing skin. I think that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So can I go now?
You can go. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
I don't need you for the rest of the video, but if I do, I'll call you back.
Alright.
That's right.
Take care.
If you're still unsure, you could be a neutral like myself, so you have a almost equal amount of warm and cool tones in your skin and eyes and in your complexion. But even if you're neutral like myself and you can pull off both warm and cool tones, you can still figure out which is more predominant in you. In me, it is silver. After doing the test for many times, I could see that the silver is still more flattering and makes me look more radiant and glowing. So it's really important to still figure out which is more predominant in you out of the two tones to figure out what season you are. Once you know the season, you know, it's just so much easier to figure out and look online to see what colors work for you or not. Also, the good news is that our brain is a very powerful machine. So if you look in your closet and you pick out your favorite item of clothing, it has to be in color, you'll figure out that that clothing item is probably in the perfect season that you are. Because subconsciously, we know what works for us. That's why it's so important not to listen to all this fashion trends, like now the mint color is in. Well, you could wear the mint, but it has to be the right shade of mint in your season. So you can wear any color of the rainbow, but it has to be in your seasonal palette. Also, when you go shopping now, before you buy something, do the same thing I just did with Alex. Just grab that dress and put it right under your face and just look at yourself in the mirror. See, is the color overpowering? Is it making me look more yellow, or is it just very harmonious and just kind of blends with my whole complexion? So these are some of the questions you can ask yourself before you buy an item if you're not sure what colors work for you, which will make your life a lot easier. And you know, once you answer those questions, you'll know whether you should buy a certain item or not. That's everything for today, my darlings. Let me know how you like this video down below. If you're able to figure out what season you are, or at least if you're able to figure out whether you're cool or warm. And if you have any questions from there, I'll do my best to help you out. Definitely leave me a comment down below, like this video, and share this video with your friends and family, because everyone should know what colors work for them so they don't waste their money on clothes and things that do not work for them. Thanks so much for tuning in. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. That's it for today, my darlings.